Yo, what up guys? Loaf Purple here with a new video. This video is basically gonna be how to enhance your life a little bit or just overall make it a little bit better, only based on how you do in your morning. So we all wake up, right? And what happens for most people when it is that they wake up? I think we can all agree that many people, they would grab their phone and they would start scrolling. And that is the very first thing I want to talk about in today's video, that when you wake up in the morning, if you want to enhance your life or make it better, you should not pick up your phone just yet. You should take your time to get up and do what you need to do in the morning before you look on your phone, and especially before you look on social media. Because basically what you're doing when you're tapping into social media is that you're tapping into other people's life. And when you're doing that right there and then in the morning, you're laying in your bed and you're scrolling through, you're looking at other people's life. And what tends to happen for many people, I'm not saying all of you, basically they start comparing themselves with other people and with other people's life. They see, oh, this person got that, this person got this, and here I am laying in my bed and my life is like this. That is one thing that you should stop doing in case you are doing it. And next to that, it is also just the fact that you are scrolling, right? You're sitting there or laying there in your bed, scrolling, and what happens when you're scrolling? Small little endorphins are popping out of the brain. You know, it's programmed like that. It's programmed that when you're using the phone and all of that, that is exactly where chemicals are released in the brain to give you a little shot of happiness. However, that is not really true happiness, at least not for me. I think that could come from a lot of other things in life, as creating something like that. And therefore, it is also very important that the fact that you're scrolling, I mean, imagine how much time you are using just to scroll and just to look at stuff. I mean, and then again, if you're comparing yourself to other people at the same time, that's really a bad cocktail that you're having, and you're doing it directly from the morning. So if you are going to tap into social media and so on, at least have your breakfast before you go on social media. And that brings me to the next thing, that you should really just wake up in the morning, do your thing, do something that is good for you, and you should have breakfast. I used to be a person who did not eat breakfast at all any day. However, I did feel that I needed some extra energy. Sometimes I would even skip breakfast and just drink an energy drink. Or like, I don't like coffee, but I guess that's the equivalent of coffee, right? And I found out how, first of all, how unhealthy that is, but also how it made me so I could not focus at all. And I'm not saying you need to eat anything specific. All I'm saying is that if you want a better life, start eating breakfast. Yeah, and we're not talking about a cup of coffee here, or a Red Bull or something like that, or going to McDonald's. We're talking about just have some kind of breakfast that you know will give you some more energy throughout the day, and you know that it's actually gonna benefit you. Just those two things so far should really give you a better life overall if it is you do it. It's just to give yourself a little peace in the morning, which I hope makes sense. Because the third thing is that when you wake up in the morning, you literally just had a good night's rest. Why not do something good for yourself? Either before you go to work, before you go to do what you need to do something nice for yourself. It can be anything that you specifically like. I'm not saying you have to do it consistently every day, but I'm definitely saying that if you reward yourself after a hard days of work, I mean, that's I cannot see anything bad in that, right? Just make sure you get the hard work done before you reward yourself. So let me summarize this, right? You wake up, you do not touch your phone. Instead, you go and get some breakfast so you actually have some energy for the day. And after that, you go and do something nice for yourself before you go and do all the other tasks, or before you go on social media, or before you go to work. Because just do these 3 things every morning, and I'm telling you, you will go far. And this is not only based on my personal opinion, this is actually coming from a data study of high performers, which is something I was inspired by a guy called Brendon Burchard, who has actually inspired this video, so to speak. He has definitely helped me out with a lot of points, and now when I have actually tried them, I see how they work and I see how they have enhanced my life. And next to that, I mean, you probably noticed that this is a new room. I basically moved flat. I think they call it that in England. Yeah. So I moved flat, and this is actually a huge upgrade compared to where I was living before. And again, this is not some kind of weird flex. However, I just want to tell you guys that the reason I can now live in a much nicer flat is because of the things that I have done so far to change my life. So yes, I want to say thank you very much for this. I really hope it made sense, and then I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.